the Bleachers with my man, Marcus Dupree. We got some exciting things to discuss with y'all today. Exciting. So as usual, if y'all got questions, we got my homeboy Big Rob. Shout out to Big Rob. Rob, you want to tell them what you got going on, man? You want me to keep that on the DL? Rob wants us to keep that on the DL, so we're not going to talk about it, but we are going to say congratulations to Big Rob. We're going to start the show off today talking about Charles Oakley, who we all know was banned from the New York Knicks from Madison Square Garden by Knicks owner James Dolan. They worked it out. You got Michael Jordan getting involved and everything like that. And basically, before Charles Oakley steps foot in Madison Square Garden, he wants a public apology. He feels like he should be.
I feel like he should get a public apology.
Why you feel like he should?
I feel like he should get a public apology because, like, what he put in the work at that franchise, he made that franchise, helped build that franchise.
He was one. Yeah, he did that.
And he did it with blood, sweat, and real tears. He didn't do it in no pretty boy style he made like what they playing in today.
I'm gonna tell you why I feel like he gets a public apology. And you're a parent, so you can go along with this. A parent like myself. If you show out publicly, you need to get worked out publicly.
Right.
James Dolan showed out on Charles Oakley.
In front of everybody.
Had the man escorted out for no reason other than the fact that he just didn't like what was going on. So if you embarrass somebody publicly and you want them to get over how you embarrass them publicly, you gotta apologize.
If I can cuss you out in public, then I need to give you a public apology.
I need to give you a public apology. Staying along with those lines. Draymond Green.
The man among boys.
Right. Who we talked about last week. I feel like he's a superstar Golden State Warrior. Draymond Green came out and he states that James Dolan, the reason why he responded the way he did from the criticism that Charles Oakley was throwing his way, is due to slave master mentality. Do you feel like that's an accurate description? And before you answer that question, I'm watching First Take this morning with Stephen A. Smith, Molly, Max, and they had Will Kane on it. And Will Kane, journalist, sports journalist, Will Kane said that what Draymond Green said was stupid. Stephen A. Smith told him, watch him out.
That's Stephen A.
Stephen A. Smith said, a lot of y'all say Stephen A. Smith is a sellout, but listen, the man, he is his own man. He says what he
That's the only reason why watch First Take.
Right. So Stephen A. Smith said he need to watch him out, and basically told Will Kane you need to watch him out because you're not an African American, and you don't know what African American athletes are subjugated to when dealing with Caucasian owners. So
especially behind the scenes.
Right, and he addressed that. You don't know what some of them said. He even talked about how Michael Jordan had some things said to him behind the scenes that he was not necessarily comfortable with. So do you feel like, one, that what Draymond Green said was true, and do you feel like based on that's an accurate statement?
I think it's an accurate statement. But we all know it go on. You know, we just try, in this world, we just try to like walk around and get up every day and try to act like it don't exist.
Right.
But it exists, and since Trump has been the president, you're starting to see more people show it, and then people acting surprised, but it's always been there, but a lot of people just kept it down. But in the NBA, it ain't just Donald Sterling.
Right. Now, going over what you just said, you said it's always been there. This is not the first time we've had an owner make disparaging remarks about a player, former player. We can go all the way back to when LeBron James made his decision to go to Dan Gilbert, went public and everything like that. You don't own LeBron James. He filled his contract with the Cleveland Cavaliers. He wanted to do something different. We had the same thing go along with Jeff Fisher. He did not want Eric Dickerson coming around the Los Angeles Rams because Eric was very critical. So my question is, should a player, is there anything wrong with a player, former player, current player, making adverse comments about ownership if ownership is not doing what they're supposed to do to make that team?
If you're a current player, I don't think you should be saying it in public.
Okay, not in public.
Not in public. I think
LeBron James,
you should be saying it in public. But if you're a former player, you should be able to say what you. I mean, it just depends. It depends on if you got that kind of relationship. If you got that kind of relationship, a lot of these front offices and a lot of these coaches, they push away the old players.
Right.
They don't want them in the mix. They don't want them talking. They don't want them. But if we all got a relationship, then I should be able to say. I should be able to say it to you. I won't have to say it.
Right.
The reason why all these players are saying stuff publicly is because front offices are not allowing them to say it privately.
Right.
So it's like, okay, you ain't gonna let them come around and be in your meetings and have a meeting with you to tell you how I feel amongst us. Then I'm gonna go to the meeting and let them know subliminally, like, this is how I feel, and they not letting me say it privately. That's why a lot of players, even in college, and you see some of these college athletes sometimes, when they leave a school, they be like, well, the AD said, he don't want this happening because they don't like former players.
Let me tell you what I didn't like. I didn't like how when Will Kane said he should not, and he being Charles Oakley should not be able to come back into the building. First of all, Charles Oakley's paying for his own ticket. James
that's the number one problem right there. And I'd have put all these years in.
Right. So at that point in time, not only is he a former player, he's also a fan. Now my question is this to James Dolan. Your team sucks. Are you literally going to kick out all the fans in Madison Square Garden, the Knicks fans that don't like what's going on, or are you just aimed at Charles Oakley because he used to play for the New York?
James Dolan must have got a Twitter. James Dolan, you got a Twitter. Get a Twitter and see how many people say first things about you and that organization besides Charles Oakley.
Right. So we're gonna keep this moving along. Also, Draymond Green, staying with Draymond Green, was ejected during the Kings' 109-86 victory over the Sacramento Kings. My question is this: is Draymond Green becoming a detriment to the team's championship expectations?
I don't think so. The only reason why people think that, I mean, and I'm gonna say about people as far as the analysts and people on TV, because the way Draymond Green plays basketball was the way basketball used to be.
It was, yeah.
Now everybody just wanna, I'm gonna let you score 35, you gonna let me score 35. We gonna go out and talk, no, nobody ain't trying to say, you scored 30 last game, come on, you finna score on me tonight. I'm trying to make sure you score 0.
I'm gonna tell you why I disagree with you, and it's gonna sound funny because in a way, I'm agreeing with you. Draymond Green is the heart and soul of that team. I said that last week.
Yeah.
And like you said, his style of basketball plays go back to a style of basketball play we talked about when I was in my young 20s. I'm almost 50 now, so that was a while ago. They can't afford for Draymond Green not to be on the floor.
They can't.
So I disagree with you. I think because of who he is, because of what he brings to that team, he's going to hurt their chance if he's not there. They talked about it this morning on First Take about how Draymond Green, probably him not being able to play in Game 5 was the reason why the Cleveland Cavaliers won the NBA Finals. We don't know. But what we also don't know is if he would have been there. Because he came out and he exploded in Game 7. Had he been there for Game 5, are we talking about back-to-back champions or are we still talking about Cleveland? So I think Draymond,
chill out.
You the heart and soul of the Golden State Warriors. I like Stephen Curry. I like Klay Thompson. I like Kevin Durant. You, sir, are the heart and soul of that team. You need to stay on the court. You need to stay on the court. You need to stay on the floor. However you want to take it. They can't afford for you not to be there.
I asked to be traded to the Lakers. We'll let you do that over there. Don't get no tech to you.
Speaking of the Lakers, I like how you did that. Segue. Jimmy Buss has just hired Magic Johnson as a special advisor. He will consult with her brother Jim Buss on basketball.
That is the best news. Listen here. When I seen that, I was about to turn up. But I was at work though. I couldn't turn up. But when I was at home, I was about to ball on that.
Yeah.
They should have never let him go.
Magic has reached out to Kobe and said, hold on. So my question is this. If you're Jeannie Buss, how much longer do you wait before you pull the trigger on your father's son, your own brother, and install Magic Johnson as the head coach?
You got to do it slowly but surely, because just like what Magic said, it's still a lot he got to learn. Cap, player, how to spend money, how not to spend money. There's a lot of stuff I don't remember his whole quote, but there was a lot of stuff he was talking about he still needs to learn. But once he learned that, eventually down the road, he wants to be the person that's calling shots, which I think is going to be great for the organization because Magic Johnson is smart.
I agree with you. You see where I'm going? See, I like how you said he's smart. You're talking about a dude who did Star Wars.
Yeah.
You're talking about a dude who did the movie deals. I think you get him out of there now. I think you install Magic Johnson right now.
Well, and the only reason why I don't think they're going to do it instantly because you don't want to do a big move like that too quick. And then
you Laker fan?
Yeah, I'm a Laker fan. Die hard
Laker fan.
So I like the idea of bringing him in slowly so ain't no pressure on him.
That's your question.
Yeah.
I like the Lakers. I'm an old school Michael Jordan.
When
Mike stopped playing basketball out.
I ain't gonna lie. Since Kobe retired,
So with that being said, y'all got a lot of talent on the Lakers this year. It's young, but it's a lot of talent, right? Get him out of there now. You just hired Luke Walton as a head coach, right?
Right.
Get him out of there now.
You want to get rid of Luke?
No. Not Luke. Get rid of Jim.
Oh, get rid of him.
Let's team up Luke. Let's team up Magic. We got a core of young players. Get him out of there. He's toxic to what he is.
He's been toxic to us.
Should have hired Theo. Phil, you shouldn't be in New York. Obviously, you don't want to be in New York because the Knicks suck. And for the Knicks to suck under your watch.
The Knicks suck because of Phil Jackson.
Right. So we need to get you out of there. Don't bring you back to the Lakers because time has passed you by.
You don't like him and Phil to be in the same front office?
Phil Jackson has become jaded to the way basketball is being played right now, and I don't think he's a good fit anywhere. I think he should go home and just chill out. And sad to say, you engaged to Jenny Buss for years, an attractive woman. I don't know how you engaged to somebody for numerous amount of years and y'all ain't married, but y'all engagement is off. Y'all didn't even need to tell us that your engagement is off.
I knew it was off when you left and went to New York.
You ain't got married and look, the shelf life on an engagement is 2 years tops. Y'all went way beyond that, but I digress. We're gonna move right along, we ain't got much time. Okay, going along to the Patriots. The Patriots have, whatever. The Patriots have said that the only way they give up Jimmy Garoppolo is for a first round pick. If you are a owner of an NFL team, do you make that deal?
Yes.
No hesitation whatsoever.
No, gotta get it. You know why? Unless I'm in position to pick Deshaun Watson,
right.
Dude, I think the only other quarterback right now that can come in and is going to change somebody's franchise, unless I can get Deshaun Watson, I'm going to get Garoppolo.
I'm going to give you some stats, and here's why. And the stats I'm going to give you are going to tell you why I have a problem with that. Matt Castle. Matt Castle went 11-5 as the Patriots started when Tom Brady got hurt. Whenever he was and sucked. Okay, we sit around here and we talk about now how the Patriots just went 3-1 with Tom Brady being suspended.
And Jacoby Brissett, former Florida Gator started one of them games.
Right, and won one.
Right.
So, I ain't necessarily that was Marcus out. He did. Marcus out. But we're talking about who Joe Montana left.
Yeah,
San Francisco 49ers. Who had
well, he leads Steve Young kind of.
Steve Young. We're talking about a Joe Montana past his prime that led the Kansas City Chiefs. Different system. Marty Schottenheimer, who Marty Ball was, we just finna hand the ball.
Yeah, Marty Schottenheimer.
Right.
They don't talk about him either.
They don't. And Marty, I remember when you used to coach the Cleveland Browns, you gave my Steelers a whole bunch of issues back in the day. My hand is off to you, sir. But anyway, with that being said, he led the Chiefs to an AFC Championship game. My question to you, and I think we both agree, the Kansas City Chiefs did not have the type of talent that the 49ers had at that time.
No,
okay, so with that being said, we already touched on how Garoppolo came in, did his thing. The Patriots went 3-1 with Tom Brady being suspended. We already talked about how Matt Castle came in, Tom Brady hurt, the Patriots go 11-5. My question to you is this: is when it's all said and done, could Tom Brady go to the Detroit Lions and lead them to the NFC Championship?
Yep. Easily. Listen, Tom Brady can go anywhere in the NFL and they go into the conference championship game.
I don't believe it. I don't believe it.
Except for probably Cleveland Browns. The Cleveland Browns need a whole new franchise before they can win a game again.
I don't believe it.
I believe it. Matt, you see what Matt Stafford doing with him? Matt Stafford bowling with him. And Matt Stafford ain't a quarter of the quarterback. He comes up Tom Brady. Nah, he ain't get that because he ran into it.
Matt Stafford, can we say that Matt Stafford is more athletic than Tom Brady?
Oh yeah, he's way more athletic.
Can we say that his offensive line is not as good as the
It won't be, but Tom Brady's the ball out of his hands, so it don't even matter what your defensive line doing.
I want to see it. Tom, before I sit up there and anoint you, you good. Listen,
great.
What you did against the Falcons and everything, we're going to talk about that because we got a question.
Tom, baby, great.
He said you're great. So, Tom, I can't say nothing. I see what you did with the Falcons. Hey, man, my hat's off to you. But speaking of that, you talk about the Falcons. Roddy White former wide receiver for the Atlanta Falcons, came out and said it is Kyle Shanahan's fault that the Falcons had such an offensive meltdown in the second half. Now, is that Roddy White, sour grapes? I'm no longer with the Falcons, or that's Roddy White, I know what I'm talking about because I used to play with the Falcons.
He on that team?
No.
Oh. Well,
you think it's sour? You saying it's sour grapes?
My question to Roddy White is, if it was his fault for the second half meltdown, who got credit for the first half putting 28 points up? Who got credit for all the stuff they did all year?
I think you give Kyle Shanahan all the credit.
So all the games that he helped put him in a position to win, he get credit for that, but now all of a sudden, because the defense gave up a lot of points and the offense couldn't score, he blames.
Well, here's why I asked that question. It's because you have Kyle Shanahan, just got hired by the San Francisco 49ers, head coach, and they just hired him GM over in San Francisco. But other than that,
I don't know how John Lynch is one of the greatest safeties in the world, but I don't know how he got the GM job.
We're gonna see. But my concern is this. Understandably so, Kyle Shanahan is going up one of the greatest coaching staffs that's ever been in the NFL. One of the greatest coaching staffs in the NFL. You couldn't make the second half adjustment. They came out, and we had never seen what Atlanta was putting on the field. Right. But coaching, successful coaching, is all about making adjustments. Defensively and offensively.
Special teams.
Right. Now, you came out in the first half and you lit up the league.
I mean, that ball, it looked like the Gators in the front. You know, the Gators always run a good play.
Do we see the Gator stuff over here? When you bring the Gator stuff, we're going to talk about
Listen,
Gator
all
stuff.
Gator fans, I'm sorry, I'm fresh off work. I ain't have time.
Until you bring Gator stuff, we no longer talk about the Gators. You see it, the Steelers, the Yankees, shout out to the Wu-Tang. And the Georgia Bulldogs. That's what we're talking
What
about.
I was trying to say is, if you look at how the Gators offensive coordinator would call the first drive of every game this year, if you go watch our film, our first drive, you'd be like, God damn, what is the whole new team? I'm like, I ain't expect this. And then the rest of the game, you'd be like, damn, yeah, okay. Now that's what the Falcons did. Like,
should your offensive coordinator get a head job based on
he shouldn't even be offensive coordinator.
Okay, so
if it was me, Doug's mind would have been 5. He would have never been hired in the first place.
So that's
we're gonna get on college football another day.
That's
but to your point, I don't think it's Kyle Shanahan's fault. I feel like the players, because see, I don't care what kind of scheme your coach could draw up, you still got to go execute. I don't feel like the Falcons executing the second half. The Falcons had never been in that situation before, never been in them kind of game before. I feel like the players went into halftime, we up on the Patriots. All them young players they like, we chilling. We beat this 28-3, we finna chill and ride to the second half. And then the Patriots in the other locker room like, we done been here, done that. We believe in Tom Brady.
Young players.
Right.
Talk about young players. This is what Kyle Shanahan is going over here in here in San Francisco, a bunch of young players. Right. So if you can't get your young players to perform, and once again, I bring this back to Kyle Shanahan, you were going up against one of the greatest coaching staffs, if not the greatest coaching staff that has ever been in the NFL.
Right.
You're talking about being an NFL head coach, and we're not talking about we just want to have a good season. We're talking about winning championships. San Francisco has won 4 Super Bowls, and if I'm not mistaken, they've been to 5. If you can't get your young, this isn't a veteran team that the 49ers have. This is a young team. And if we're sitting up here saying you had a bunch of young players on your squad who did not execute during the second half, how do you go to a team full of young, talented players, because they have a lot of young talent over there, and get them to execute for a 16-game season?
The players got to be, you got to get the players. See, the reason why, and I said this before the game even started when I was saying the reason why the Patriots would win. The Patriots would win because they have a system, they have a scheme, they have a belief, it's like when you go into the Patriots organization, if you believe, you're gonna believe regardless. You can go on an 8-game losing streak and be 0-8 at the Patriots franchise, and nobody ain't gonna look. You're gonna stay of course. See, the Falcons ain't really got no certain identity, and so when they got into adversity, now you're facing the adversity. Now you want to point the finger because you shouldn't be saying nothing about nobody.
Who are you looking at though? If you're a young player, and this is admittedly way over your head, the Patriots are mounting a comeback. The person that's supposed to settle you down is your head coach or your offense coordinator.
Right.
So that's what I'm saying. I don't know. Don't get me wrong. I like Kyle Shanahan. I like it as a hire. My concern is that if you couldn't get the young players that Atlanta have and the Atlanta Falcons to execute during the second half, if I'm an owner, I saw that. And I think we all know Kyle Shanahan had that job prior to the Falcons playing in the Super Bowl, based on what the Falcons did during the season and during the playoffs. are you going to be able to weather that storm as a head coach?
I think he will, and I think the Falcons, what the Falcons got to understand is they had no veterans on their team. They had nobody been, and like I said, I ain't taking no pressure off of the coach because it's still his job. But as players, you got to take ownership too, because as far as we know, Kyle Shanahan could have been in the hunt, on the sideline trying to fight him up, but you got to go out there and execute.
So do you think he's going to have a better? Do you think the athletes in San Francisco, the young group that he has in San Francisco, is going to buy in more than what the Falcons?
I don't know if they're going to buy in more, but I think that I think the Falcons will, if they stay a course, if they ever get there again, they're going to know how to take care of it. No matter who the offensive coordinator is, because like you got to sometimes with teams that ain't never been in that kind of situation in any sport, right. You don't really know how to handle it. So if you go look at a lot of champions, nobody really wins it the first time. Right. They always lose and go through adversity, and then they come back the next and they're like, "Well, we get back."
And I know how to half as 100. Unless
they on a veteran, like what the Celtics did when they won with Paul Pierce, and they had veterans on the field, but scored. But other than that, I think the Falcons, if they get back, they'll beat somebody.
So y'all heard it here. Y'all get back. Y'all gonna do something.
Falcons get back. Nobody don't get back. Next year, Cowboys gotta.
Well, we don't know if y'all gonna get back because y'all have to go do Kyle Shanahan and the 49ers. Speaking of Kyle Shanahan and the 49ers, they're open to keeping Colin Kaepernick, but not at his $16.9 million salary.
16.9.
Should the 49ers keep Kaepernick or release him? First question. Should he want to stay or go with Kyle coming in as a head coach? The second question.
If I'm the 49ers, I'm keeping Cap, and if I can't work out his contract, I'm keeping Cap.
So you paying the $16.9 million price tag anyway?
I got to. Who else you gonna put in? Gap? Man, please. I'll go sign Tebow before I play playing Gap.
Well, you know,
they do got that. They still got that.
Vince Young is talking about making a comeback.
Vince Young. I tell you what.
Vince Young is making a comeback.
Third sports travel team looking for a quarterback. Vince Young. Holla at me.
Third Sports. Hey. From the Bleachers, brought to you by Third Sports in conjunction with WGTV Sports. We're doing big things here.
But so, yeah, keep Cap. Listen.
So you pay
keep Cap.
You pay 16.9 million price.
And then you know what you do with the number 2 pick? If you keep Cap, and I'm going to get Dalvin Cook with the number 2 pick in the draft, right? You know what I'm gonna do? I'm gonna install a little bit of zone read, a little bit of cutback. Because if you look at what Devontae Freeman did in Kyle Shanahan's run scheme, you put Dalvin Cook in that same run scheme with a Kaepernick at quarterback that you also got to worry about running the ball. And you talking about it or something.
If I'm the 49ers, I like Colin Kaepernick. I like him as a quarterback. I saw what he did when he played for Nevada. My only concern with Kaepernick is his health. So at 16.9 million, you got hurt the year before. Last year, you coming back from injury. We're not really talking about you setting the world on fire per se. I would say this, if I'm Colin Kaepernick, and I know you answered the question from the 49ers perspective, but if I'm Colin Kaepernick, if the 49ers are not going to pay that $16.9 million, no. Because there have been rumors, speculation, innuendo, that NFL owners, high-ranking NFL executives are not sold on him, don't want him to play for their organization because of what took place, because of the protests from last year. So if I'm Colin Kaepernick, my take on the situation is this. I'll take less money, because to him, I don't think it's about money.
No, he said it ain't about the money.
I would stay with the 49ers and show it, because we're talking about a guy who has led a team to a Super Bowl. Has led a team to a Super Bowl. Right. So if I'm Colin Kaepernick, play, take less money, and get your money. Play on a 1-year contract. You know you the dude. You know you got arm. You know you can run the football. Y'all got the second draft pick. The second draft pick in the first round. Dalvin Cook. Tell Kyle Shanahan that you are all in during the offseason. Put that work in. Work with your receivers. Work with who's ever drafted. And come back in and make your money.
Right, make sure you tell Kyle Shanahan that you need Dalvin Cook.
Listen. Do what you gotta do, but let the world know. Listen, don't get caught up in what I did to protest, because your protest was justifiable. But let them know, first and foremost, you are an NFL quarterback, starting quarterback, and the Super Bowl was not an accident.
Not an accident. Because if you take less money and you ball, you're gonna get paid by either quarterback or somebody else.
Somebody gotta have a conversation. Moving right along. Okay, now this. I like this because we just talked about what was going on in the sports world. We're going to talk about what's going on in Tallahassee.
We're
going to talk about Tallahassee. Now, I was talking to Dwayne, shout out to my man Dwayne.
Best center in the league.
Best center in the league. You said that. That's a title. Now we have a young team in Tallahassee that's very talented, and we touched on this last week. And I've been giving a lot of thought to this. I've been giving a lot of thought to this. Titles versus names. When Michael Jordan came out of college, Michael Jordan didn't say he was the greatest. We didn't even know who Michael Jordan was.
I didn't know him.
Because we had teams. We had the Lakers. We had the Celtics.
The Knicks.
We had
Bad
the Pistons. And before anything else happened, we had Dr. J and the 76ers. Those were dynasties. So we have the team, the young team. Damn good team athletic. I'm not going to take anything away from y'all. TA, you are hearing it first. I'm not going to take anything away from the board. But to call yourself the dynasty, here's my thing. LeBron James came out of high school, not college.
High school.
LeBron James came out of high school, and we had already anointed him the king. He even did a commercial, y'all look it up, YouTube or whatever, sitting in the Sports Center office with, he was basically sitting on his throne. Right. So my question is this: are we now in a culture, an age where I can give myself the title without having earned it first?
You got to do that.
Is that right?
Nope.
See, that was my point. I'm glad you said that. It can't be where you give yourself, it's like, how can I put it? It's like me and you sitting here right now, and we doing this thing, and we say, hey, when it comes to talking about sports,
we the best on earth.
We the best on earth. Can't nobody match it. Stephen A. Smith, his and hers, we the best. We haven't earned that title yet. Matter of fact, if our show was called The Best, when it comes to talking about sports,
even they'll probably talk about us.
I can see people being mad, like, y'all the best, all right? I can understand it being an aspiration that we want to achieve, because I think everybody wants to be the best. But the best. I just personally have a problem saying right off the rip, I'm going to call this the greatest sports show on earth, and we have not earned the title yet.
Only did 2 shows.
Right. So if you call yourself the dynasty, let's go ahead and just clear the air. Let's put it out there. Black Magic has been playing City League basketball, City League football for ages. Matter of fact, I can make the argument that the New England Patriots are the Black Magic of the National Football League because they won more City League championships than the Patriots have NFL championships. If we're going to sit up here and talk about a dynasty, if you and I just walking around in Tallahassee and we said, hey man, y'all heard of that team that's the dynasty in Tallahassee? Somebody gonna say who? Black Magic?
Black Magic.
You understand what I'm saying?
Right. We're gonna find out if people though, because they both in that.
Yeah, they both. FSU is having a breast cancer awareness tournament. Shout out to FSU, Florida State University. Go Seminoles, even though I'm a diehard Georgia Bulldog fan, that's never going to change. That's what's going on in Tallahassee. It is a 2-day tournament, Saturday and Sunday. If you're not doing anything in the Leon County, Gaston County area, come out and show support at that. If you need information, contact FSU Instrumental Office. It's going to be a wonderful event. I've been there myself. Have you ever played the
Nope, I wanted to play, but I am.
You working this weekend, right? Hey, y'all gotta sign us because we got full-time jobs, going to school full-time. We don't want to keep doing that stuff. We want to do this. So y'all gotta come see it. So that was my thing, because I honestly look at Lakers, Bulls, Steelers, 49ers, Patriots. We talk baseball, we talk about the Braves and everything like that.
And this day and age in sports, ain't nobody earning nothing. Everybody got something given to them.
We can honestly say that the New England Patriots are the dynasty of the New England. 5 Super Bowls, Tom Brady has won all of them.
Aaron Rodgers has been credited for like one of the greatest quarterbacks ever. He don't really win.
Stephen A. Smith, you say Aaron Rodgers is a bad man. Aaron Rodgers is a damn good quarterback. One of the greatest ever. Moving right along. Yeah, so I told you we're gonna get an exclusive, right?
Right.
Okay. We still talking about. There's this young lady named Dynasty Spurlock.
Man, that sounds like a good team. Yeah.
Has just joined the Wolfpack.
To play flag football?
To play flag football.
To play flag football. What is this?
Slot receiver, cornerback. Let me tell y'all something about Dynasty Spurlock. Y'all gotta look at the name. D-Y-S-T-A-N-Y, Spurlock, S-P-U-R-L-O-C-K. Pull her up on YouTube. This young lady drag races motorcycles. See that?
Y'all heard that?
Drag races motorcycle. Now here's what impressed me. I heard females talk about, I play football, can I play on your football team? She showed up at football practice with cleats on.
Already, no
not spot built cleats, not none. No, she showed up with Nikes.
I showed up to practice with slide on.
This how she showed up. And when she showed up and she was ready to go. Dynasty, we're looking for big things. I told Dwayne this morning, I said, listen, I like me. I like me all day. Do some dangerous, stupid stuff, I do it. Drag racing in a car, I'm not gonna do that. Too much gas around that parachute. I need a parachute to slow me down. You know what I mean? That means I can't even use my brakes to slow down. I got to release the parachute. She's on a motorcycle doing it. No fear. Y'all got to look her up on YouTube. The young lady talks.
She knows flag football, no contact, right? Let's make sure. We need to make sure she Dynasty flag football, no contact.
Listen, you need to know she's going over the middle and she ain't really concerned about no contact because she said she's been drag racing since she was a teenager. This is a grown woman right now. So she been drag racing as a teenager and she had a motorbike flip on her while she was a teenager.
Glad I'm in the middle league.
So, still think she should be in the big league. But yeah, Dynasty Pro, that's exclusive. The Wolfpack has signed their first female to the team. I'm pleased about that. I'm looking at, we're looking to do some different stuff here and everything. Like
real quick, I guess we got time. I guess, we chilling.
Yeah, we going right along the show. We got bullet points today on the show. We pasted and everything like that. Y'all gotta tell us how we did.
Let me get a prediction on this FSU tournament this weekend. Knowing that Black Magic is in it, the Dynasty is in it.
You asked me the question, I answered.
I think Shake and Bake in it too.
Yeah, Shake and Bake is in. Black Magic is in. And I say that because of this. Black Magic, and y'all gotta understand this. It's the same thing with the New England Patriots. If you looked at the Patriots playing the AFC Championship game, they were not the most physically talented team. The Steelers were. Yeah. If you look at the Patriots playing the Super Bowl, they weren't the most physically talented team. The Falcons were. They beat you cerebrally. So when you look at what's getting ready to come across, the reason why teams have problems with Black Magic because that's the most cerebral team out there. And until you get it in your head that your physical abilities, because you've seen it. No, that was it. You brought it up, man. We brought it home. We are done. We are done.
Do we have the one all again?
No, we don't. We don't. But we can talk about it next week though. We can talk about
preseason flag football cover.
If you are playing City League flag football, and I probably contact Janet. Shout out to Janet Reeves.
Her name changed.
Janet
Lucas' name.
Janet Lucas. Shout out to Janet Lucas, athletic director, Parks and Recreation supervisor at Tallahassee.
I think she's making the schedule today.
Yeah, so we're going to find out who's all in the league. If you are playing in the City League and you are playing in League One, I need your logo so we can have a board up here that has your logo on it. If I don't have the board, we can't make our predictions like we should already. We've seen what Real Talk has to offer to a degree. Yes?
Real Talk, hey, I think Real Talk going to be special.
Yeah, dude. I mean, they should. They got some talent.
They missing a real good middle linebacker that kind of plays with them.
That's his fault.
They missing a key middle linebacker.
That is his fault.
That's
6'2",
6'3".
That's his fault.
Well, when I tried to get in the Army, they rescued me at 6'4", so I like to say 6'4". Because the Army don't lie.
6'4" is his fault. It's his fault. Real Talk is missing Warren Bennett.
Honestly, while we're on that topic, the reason why I am in the middle league is because the Holy Boy, which is
Can I jump in there for a second? Because I read it. The reason why this man is going to the middle league, and I commend him on that, is because Pastor Mike reached out to him and said, Pastor Mike and New Creation Church, exactly. Reached out to Dupree and said, hey, I want you to help me use flag football to bring these younger men closer to Christ. I ain't mad at that at all. Congratulations. I salute that. I need to get a haircut. My hat is off to that.
I need to get a haircut.
Yeah, but that's commendable. That's commendable. So I mean, definitely putting your personal agenda to the side to that, brother. That's commendable. The only thing I can say is, brother, that's I ain't
gonna lie. As bad as I want to be in the upper league, but when he made that phone call,
right. That's big work. That's nothing but love all day. Listen, that's our time. It's been a great show. This is something that we're going to continue to do. That is my man Marcus Dupree. I'm Theo Butler. This is from the Bleachers.
From the Bleachers.
From the Bleachers. We just famous. We ain't nobody famous yet.
Yeah.
what my man say? Dang, I can't think of it. Spoken reason. When he said he's a comedian. He said, I ain't ish. I said ish. Yeah. Yeah, that's the operative word. But listen, we're gonna check y'all out next Thursday. Make sure y'all stay in tune with us. If y'all have questions, y'all ask them. Because look, you can ask us now and we can answer now, as opposed to when we move. I'm gonna speak it, I'm gonna claim it, when you put that power in the word.
Power in the word.
When we move on to bigger and better things, they ain't necessarily guaranteed we're gonna be able to answer your questions instantaneously.
Ain't no guarantee I'm gonna answer your question.
See?
Because I might not even be interested in your question, and I'm like, nah, see, I got the choice, I ain't gotta answer that. Right now, I gotta answer everybody's question because I ain't nobody.
See, that's what I'm saying. But listen, that's our time. Marcus Dupree.
Next week, preseason coverage. All captains, let us know if you in or not. Let us know what kind of roster moves and stuff so we can put it on the show next week.
See, this is why I like this guy. WGTB Sports, in conjunction with Third Sports. From the Bleachers. That's Marcus. I'm Theo, aka Dupree. We out.
Okay.